Hola, hola, mi gente. Adriana Medina Kagan here with Fuerte Fitness. We just wrapped up Mamacita Part 3, and I decided to turn it into a program. Isn't that funny? That's exactly how the Hot Mamas program came around, is moms wanting like a 30-minute workout 3 times a week for busy mamas that are on the go, and the bridal boot camp, which people were pretty serious. They needed that like one-on-one plus class plus like a menu posted. And now it's the Mamacitas, which is like the group and the check-in times as the group and weekly workouts. I mean, it's all about helping you move forward in self-care, whatever that is. And like for me, I mean, I'm always teaching what I'm learning. I'm always held accountable to my own trainer. I have to submit my own pictures. So it's been fun bringing people along with me and pushing that like extra little bit of what do you want? And maybe you couldn't have it last month, but what do you want this month? What do you want to set yourself up at? Do you want to feel good? Do you want more confidence? Do you want to fit into a smaller dress size? Because I didn't lose a ton of weight, but I can tell you that I definitely felt like I could wear and I actually fit into a lot more clothes than I had before the beginning of the year. I'm not competing right now, but it's nice to like do something as a group that pushes us forward in whatever we are, and then eliminate all those excuses, right? Like you have the workout, you have the program, you have that the people around you supporting you, dropping every bit of excuses. I mean, I think back, it's just like me in competition where I had moms that were IFBB pros still doing it. Like they melted all my excuses away and they just helped me put my energy where it needed to go, which is working on what I needed to work on. For some people, it's more the workout. For some people, it's just staying within their calories. For other people, it's just the accountability of the group and meeting, once a week and then talking about what they need to work on for the week. And for some people, it's progress pictures. For other people, it's like a tally sheet, just like we had for the holiday challenge, just like we had for the Mamacita challenge. It's like, okay, I need to get this many workouts, this many cardios, and I need to sleep really well. And I need to hydrate myself. I need to make sure that I have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then I get a point for every one of those things. And then I included mental health, which is I need a journal. I need a focus. I need to just have a little bit of peace and quiet first thing in the morning to help set up my day and help me really get grounded and figure out where my energy needs to be at, because every day is a different day. It's never the same. It's always a new moment, new opportunity to figure out what you need to work on. So here it is. And you're not just going to hear it from me. I'm actually going to follow this up with another Mamacita program graduate that was with us the whole 3 months and looks better, feels better. And she is 69. So there's no excuses. No necesitas excusas. You just need reasons why keep going, reasons to try something new, and put your energy there. All right.
So you
So
lose a sense of self-efficacy sometimes. The fact, the notion that if I do this, this will happen.
right.
And that's what's so exciting about the Mamacita challenge is if I do this, this will happen. And if I stick at 1500 calories a day or some other amount,
Higher number. It doesn't matter.
I need a higher number. I could use a lower number maybe some days, but that's about right. If
Right,
I
right.
stay there, this is going to happen no matter what.
If I do it every day, something's going to change. If
Yeah.
I'm prepared, if I prep my food and I take it with me and I'm intentional about what I eat, it's going to happen. I always tell people that, like, even if it's like, you know, you walk around the block, will you walk around the block once a day in like 360 days? Something's going to change. It's
Yep.
going to happen, right? But it's also like being able to be in charge of like what you just said, like having that agency over what you
Agency is
do.
a big deal.
It's a big deal.
And I know that I'm not a self-starter. I'm a class person. I'm
Mhm.
not.
Yeah. And you hear some people are more social, some people do it more as a group. Some people would rather let themselves down before they let the group down. That's pretty common until
That's
you start
me.
digging still until you start digging more in, like where is that coming from? And so that way it's good to do a little bit of both. I like getting people up there so they can do like a semi-private. That was how the Mamacita program kind of came around. There was a lot of people that were kind of out and about and they're like, what if I do this? I'm like, how about we try that? That's a good idea. Like, what if I do throw up like a menu and see if that works? And what if you have a workout online where you can meet? We meet a couple times, that was awesome, right? And so it works out for people because it is the group motivation. I mean, even on Saturday, me being in Texas, Candace and Hawaii, Shanti, Linda in Idaho. I mean, it's all coming together, right? From all over. So it's a group that like kind of moves by itself as well because you're doing it as a group. You guys are all going through the same thing. We're all going through the same. I loved training you privately, like the stretching and all that, because you need a lot of flexibility because that pulls a lot of it, like your back
And
in,
I used to
right?
have a ton of it. That's why it's sort
Yeah,
of.
but that's just kind of the way life is, right?
Mm.
And then you went into the training with the Mamacita program, and then you kind of stepped it up a notch. You're just like, wait a minute, you're a lot faster than you are in our sessions. But it took the group actually enough time for everybody on that group. It's like, this is what we're going towards. Like, let's move this. If you have to modify anything, modify anything. If you haven't had a really good, sleep time or whatnot, then it's going to affect your workout, but that doesn't mean you don't do it. It just means you just modify it, right? For one, you said, okay, let's make up our own hit. And I said, okay, I'm sharing this because this was really good. And so I had lent you the stepper, whatever, so you can work it out. And we did hop ups on the stepper. So it's only about 4 inches, 5 inches, but you do them side hop ups, you move like you're skiing. I mean, there's so many things that are just very empowering that you talk about that help me come up with different planning for you. Then that way it's another modification for others. Do you see how that
Yeah,
works?
and I also think that exercise should be fun and playful. So I'm trying to learn, as you know, I'm jumping rope, which is a big deal for me because I used to be good at all that stuff. And I'm trying to get the hula hoop to work again. And I'm just doing it every day to make sure I get a little better at a time because it's,
Yeah, and that's exactly it. I do that with my, semi-privates. I'll throw them on the jump roper and some of them can do it, some of them can't. I'll put them on the hula hoop and like you might get a couple turns here and there and that's it. But they laugh at each other and they have fun.
I
Like
used to be really good at both of those things. So
so then it's just a
in
matter of
there
like
somewhere.
practicing it again and finding your inner child and bringing them out to like work.
You would have loved this moment this morning in the doctor's office. Um, he said, because I was explaining about my two ACL tears and my subsequent repair, and that was a while ago. He says, "Well, how's that going?" And I said, "Well, check this out." And I stood up and did an absolute deep knee bend and came back up. And he goes, "Oh,
Victory. I
I said,
tell you.
don't take my word for it. Watch this."
Oh, that's awesome.
I have
See?
to say that was fun.
And not very many people can
Okay,
do
so
that.
now you heard it from somebody else that participated in the program. So if that's you and you need that group accountability and all those departments, sign up. The link is below. We start the 2nd of May and we're going to be doing it monthly. All right, I'm excited for what is to come for all of you. Chauito.